Итак, заходим в forms.google.com. Цель данного урока – научить вас создавать формы для того, чтобы вы на основе их делали тесты. Создаем новую форму, назовем его тест 7. Ну или у каждого из вас будет свое отдельное задание, на основе вашего задания будете тест составлять. Описание, краткое описание теста здесь. Дальше, что здесь у нас? Давайте раздел начнем, первый. Новый раздел, вот напишем Personal Information. Как раздел называется полностью? Personal Information. И здесь первый вопрос. Вот это все, это не вопрос. Это название раздела. Видите, синяя черта здесь закончилась. Вот здесь начинается вопрос. Вот эти три точки нажимаете. Вот пошли вопросы. Нам нужен не один из списка, для личной информации, а короткий текст. Что такое короткий текст? Короткий текст — это когда человек сам вписывает свои данные. Не выбирает из списка, а сам вписывает. Your name. И вот человек выбирает. Вписывает здесь. То есть, если хотите посмотреть, как это будет выглядеть, нажмите на глазик, но вкладка откроется. Вот тест 7. Далее. Почему далее стоит? Потому что каждый раздел, он идет через кнопку далее. И у нас всего лишь один ответ здесь, вот ваше имя. Возвращаемся. И, допустим, мы сейчас не хотим, чтобы вот здесь вот раздел был. Мы его сейчас удалим. Три точки. Удалить раздел. Ага. А вот сюда добавим. То есть вот это у нас все будет идти как одна информация, а потом добавим раздел в конце. Значит, your name, еще пару вопросов сделаем. Вот я нажимаю на три точки, потом нажимаю на копировать. Нажимаю на копировать и пишем там your phone. Допустим, номер телефона у нас человека интересует. Мы вот так и написали your phone. Next, we also copy it again, and for example, we want to have your mail. And it's very important for me that people put on their mails, because when they do the test and I check the test results, I'm going to send a report about the checking for the test to their mail. That's why I tick this one, because this is necessary for me. Emails of my respondents. Good. And so the personal information section finishes here. So let's introduce a new heading, new section. Okay. For some reason it they put the section between the first and other questions. So how to solve this problem? There are two ways to solve this problem. You can either drag and drop all the questions above the section division, or you can through the same way you can also drag and drop the section. And now let's start the grammar. Let's name it as a write a text. Write a text. Write a missing text. Missing text. So that people understand here. Here in описание you can put more instructions. So the section started, and let's click this plus, and let's put this first question. What is your name? And then we don't want to have different choices. We want to have short text. This means that a person will have to write the correct answer in here. You don't have to save anything, it's automatically saved. If you want to review the changes, click on the I, it's always available, and see we have it here. So red says compulsory email address, then your name, your phone, then you press next. It doesn't allow you to go until you put your name, your mailbox. By the way, this is my mail, the mail that I want to keep correspondence with you. Please send on all your work on this mail. Right, I put the mail, then maybe I don't feel like putting my name or my phone, but I still can continue. And here is the first question, right? And then I type the correct answer here. Okay, next section that we want to do, of course this is just an example. In real life situation you're going to have lots of questions just in one section. So actually what I want to do is to add another section and write it here. Multiple choice. I'm going to add here, multiple choice question, and automatically says один из списка, which means multiple choice question. It's again what is your name, but now I can introduce the different versions here. Okay, let's pre-review it. Here I am, put my email, and then press next, and it already shows me this question. I basically can answer this question, then say next. Okay, well, so far so good. Now let's finish by me showing you another type of questions. We're returning to our test. Let's make another section, and let's call it this another section as a pop-up section. Of course, again, in real life situation, you're gonna have different names of the sections. You don't have to name them by the kind of questions you introduce in here. In real life situation, there are gonna be such questions as if you do, for example, the algebra test, you're gonna have such questions as fractions, dроби, then next section geometry, next section percentage, and then you introduce the different varieties of the questions inside each section. So we had pop-up, and then short description. Choose the right option from the pop-up. Okay, let's press plus and add one question, and it's going to be not text, not один из списка, раскрывающийся список. Let's do this one. And then again, let's put what is your name. One way is, another wrong answer is M, and correct answer is R. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Here I am. Again, I put my email address. Next section. We have already been here, so I'm not going to explain you what to do in here, and then here is the new section. Okay, so what is выбрать? Выбрать means basically you press here, and there are different choices in the pop-up menu. Let's choose the right one. And then by the last question, there is always the button отправить, send, means it's going to record your final record. Okay. Another section is you can also have multiple choice. You can have несколько списков. For example, sometimes 2 or more questions are correct. For example, not only is, but apostrophe s is also correct, right? So let's see what it looks like now. Again, I'm putting my mail. Here it is. I'm pressing next. You have already been here. We have already been here. Look, something changed in the last section. Now I can show that there are 2 ways to answer this question, right? You can now choose more than 2. Okay, and then finally отправить. So the last the last things that I want you to learn is to again go to the review, and in the review you can press this marker, right? And as you press the marker, you're gonna see answers, ответы, and it shows you how many people actually pressed the button отправить. Сколько людей последнюю кнопку нажали. And then you're gonna see the recorded answers that they put here, right? So, but what I want you to do is to click on this button here, создать таблицу, and once you click it, it says новая таблица, and let's name it, but you actually have to name it the way you named the test. Let's say it's internship. Just for the sake of explanation, I'm naming it as an internship. Of course, you're not going to name it as an internship. Click create. So what happens now is that we are redirected to this actual page, and we can see the answers on the table. So the more people answer this test, the more records are going to be produced. Here. First column is responsible for to record the time when and the date when the text was when the test was filled in, and then the more down there is the respondents. It's going to record the respondents. The last thing I want you to do is to play with the design. So how do we adjust the design? Click this gear. No, sorry. Click this one. Then you can make it orange, and you can actually make it with the picture. This is up to you. Please spend some time experimenting with different styles. Any topic, and then please choose something. I chosen barbecue. I'm waiting for a while. It's now downloaded. I close this panel. Remember that I took it from here, and it's ready. So if I click the review button, it's gonna have completely new appearance, more interesting appearance, I guess. So now it's up to you to experiment with the design of the form. And the last thing I want you to do, because you're gonna create it from your own email accounts, hopefully you have Gmail, but then you're going to share your authorship of this form with me. How do we do this? Please click the three dots and then click Настройка доступа. A new panel is loaded, and in this panel, please write my email, Leontsev _ r@aucakg, and then just basically click send. So now there are two authors of this form. This means that you and I can introduce some changes to that, right? So please finish that, and then also report how much time you spent. But what to put in the form, I'm going to send to you as a separate instruction. Thank you. Bye now. Enjoy your internship with us.